Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We're live Twitch Tuesday night starting at 8 o'clock. We do the movie cast, then we do the Gamecast. Can't join us live. Everything's over on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to both channels if you want to watch us live or watch the content from forever. And even this episode, it's on way longer than on Twitch. So be sure to subscribe to YouTube over there. All right, guys, this is the Gamecast. We have a lot to go over with the Game Awards. I will mention that I played more of... I played two things. I played more of Outer Worlds 2, and I've kind of gotten, Mike, your point of the factions roundabout. Like, I kind of got to this, like... I'm like, I don't... It's not as enjoyable as I was saying last week. Once you get into the mid-teens hours, I guess, of the game, I feel like I'm kind of doing a run. I'm running around, literally. Like, I just feel like I'm kind of going through the paces. Sometimes I have fun and I just destroy my pred. It's been fine. The game is really good. I don't know if it's going to be in my of the years at this point, but I will say that I do still enjoy it. It's a nice world, just like the first one. But I do see some cracks in the sequels thing now that I've gotten further in. So I have to agree with Mike on that. The other thing I'm playing right now is Split Fiction. I picked that up. It was on the Game Awards, and they had that nice sale on Amazon where there was like $30 for the game. So I'm playing that with my stepdaughter. Her skills are... I've grabbed the controller a few times. So...
Oh no! The next generation's cooked. It's cooked, I tell you.
She can't make this, like... We were doing this, the police car section, like in the sci-fi world. We're only a couple hours in.
Yeah.
But the police car was floating in like this like dimensional thing, and you have to jump from car to car and go from like box car to box car, and there's police shooting at you. There was like a lot of like help out stuff that like you have to grab these and throw these at the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she just couldn't pull. She's playing that character, the whip character, the fantasy character.
Yeah.
I'm playing the sci-fi. So I was able to kill the police. Like, this sounds weird to say that on the show, but like the futuristic sci-fi cyber cops that were coming after you, I was able to kill all of those guys by myself with my katana. And then I grabbed the controller from her and I started using the barrels to throw at the car. I'm like, just give me the controller, I'll do it.
Oh man, like I guess is it just motor? Like
it's
hand-eye coordinate?
It's
like, I don't get it.
It's the combination of the camera
It's
control.
education, Tony. It's education. She didn't go through the 8-bit
Tacit
days.
knowledge.
It's the second control stick. It's the camera control. She's not very good at handling.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not very good at handling the dual analog stick still. And she's 13. So like I figured she'd be able to pull it off, but apparently we had a different upbringing where we can make that adjustment pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean it's been fine. Besides, like I haven't grabbed it.
That probably is the roughest. Yeah. Well, there's gonna be one section. The sci-fi ones, I think she might struggle with them if that was.
That's where I've seen most of it happening. The fantasy stuff, almost like the fantasy stuff, I can carry her through.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of running, and I'm just gonna go, and you can if you die, you'll respawn with me. Don't worry. Yeah, that's what I told her. I'm like, so I've carried a lot of it. I think it is fun to just still at 44 years old show off my motor skills of being able to pull.
I mean, if Phil Rivers can throw a ball in the NFL, you can
exactly.
play some video games.
I will say that it's been, I have a teenager playing the game, and I'm like, my reflexes are still right there, so I'm okay. I am an Elden Lord, so that's true.
Okay. The important thing is she having fun despite that, or
yeah, no, she keeps asking to play it more, so she's still enjoying it like crazy. There's just there is some parts where she's just like she gets a little frustrated. And I'm like, that's fine, I'll do it. But she asked tonight when we got back to play, and we didn't have time. I wanted to watch F1, so. I did tell her that we are on break. School's out soon, and I'm like, we'll get through it because I'll be home doing nothing, so we'll be playing that. So it's definitely a great game. Like oh man, like just talking about the game itself. Forget the teamwork aspect of it is so cool.
Yeah, really
and this is my first actually in these games. I haven't played any of them before this. It Takes Two. And I have to say, like, it's so cool, the interaction of needing both characters to get through the levels, the teamwork. It's fun. Like, it's fun to come up with that. And figuring, again, like, just sitting there, like, I don't know what they want me here to do. Like, I'm not sure what they're. It's mostly the sci-fi where I'm like, what do they want me to do in this section? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And yeah, there was a couple of them where I got stumped at first. I was like, I really don't know what they want me to do, and I'm kind of usually it's early. I'm like, it's not that early, but it's early-ish. I'm like, it's pretty difficult to figure out. So, but I'm enjoying it, and she's enjoying it, so that's a good sign. Even though she's frustrated with some of the stuff, but it's still a great sign that she's enjoying it. So, good game. That's it for me though. Tony.
Yeah, so big thing was I got to play Metroid Prime 4 finally.
Nice.
Probably just like 2 or 3 hours. Fortunately, work was crazy for me last week. But yeah, it's fun. I saw the complaints, but because I know we talked about this, people love to exaggerate some things. Because like that part with like the Miles character is seriously just like 40 minutes of the tutorial stuff. Because like I get it, right? You've gone this long without the last game of the franchise. Got to be careful about modern day gamers, and for retro they decided, hey, let's handhold a little bit, right? Whereas like this character's like flat being like, oh, this door looks a little weak, right? You might want to shoot it or something like that. So yeah, I mean, he's a little annoying, but it was like 40 minutes, and I'm just like, all right, if that's all I have to deal with, again, and it's early, it could change, right? It could change. So I'll hold final reservations till I beat the game.
I want to hear your thoughts of the bike in that area when you get there.
Yeah. I'm right about to get it. I'm right about to get the bike.
So I really want to hear that next week from you, how you like that area, because I've heard it's kind of empty, and we'll see.
That's the other. So the other interesting thing is, like, I saw some people on Twitter being like, if you want to make sure you don't get soured by the end game portion of Metroid Prime, make sure you do this one thing. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, if you're saying it's so bad it's going to jade me on my experience, and it's not a spoiler, fine, I will read this, right? And I was like, oh, okay, that's odd, I guess, right? I could see it if they don't tell you to do the thing. I'll just say the thing. And literally in that first hour of the tutorial, a character straight up tells you, hey, you need to do the thing. And I'm just like they clearly tell you at the beginning of the game, this is important. Like, they make an entire part of a cutscene like, hey, this is important. This thing is very important. So I guess, if you're like, fuck that, I'm not doing that, and you save it till the end of the game, you're probably not going to have a good time. But the game literally tells you. It's not like, like if Arkham, any Arkham is like, hey, at the very end, before you can see the true ending, you need to get all the Riddler trophies. That'd be like, okay, that's a bit much, right? But whatever.
A lot of trophies.
I will say the game is just gorgeous, though. Like, despite it just being a Switch 2 game, the technical prowess and the art direction and the fact that it can even do 120 FPS is just so buttery smooth. Like, oh my god,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's just...
I mean, I'll give you the Switch 1 report soon once I get through Outer Worlds 2. It'd be interesting to see the differences, but
I mean, I believe
I'm guessing
said the Switch 1 was still solid. Like, it's still solid 60 FPS.
I'm guessing it's just frame rate. Yeah. Oh, good. It runs 60. That's good. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing it. So we'll be on that next, but probably after Split Fiction as well, because I'm going to be playing. It sounds like I'm playing that a lot and on the break here. Cool. All right. Anything else?
Just other stuff. Fortnite, Arc Raiders. Final Fantasy 14.
Nice.
All these games have updates coming out right before the holiday period because everybody's got off and stuff like that. So I'm just like, fuck me, like there's so much stuff I need to do, like this battle pass and that battle pass. So Arc Raiders kind of made it interesting. So like real quick, just getting to that, they have a Frost event going on right now where like some levels they can have Cold Snap, where it's snowing and stuff, and like the longer your character stays outside, the colder they get, and if they start to get too cold, I guess I haven't done it, but I'm assuming you take like cold frost damage, so like really incentivize you to like duck in and out of the outside stuff. So that's been interesting on those levels, and there's new like loot I guess for the holiday period or whatever. So that's been interesting. And for a meta level, it's really weird where they have this reset coming up where it's like if you choose to, you can like send your character I guess on the expedition or whatever, and if you have $1 million worth of credits of either like banked or items in your inventory, you prestige, right? And you'll get like one skill point at the start of the new season or whatever it's called, up to 5 million. So like everybody has been like in a mad dash to get to this 5 million value in like 2 weeks. So you only give us a 2 week notice. But it's been really weird for like solo lobbies because everybody is okay. Mostly everybody is really nice. We're like, hey, I'm friendly. Don't shoot. I'm just trying to do like in and out runs, like try to get 30K, 40K, 50K, and then just bounce because that's the optimal use of your time. Like fighting in this game actually just detracts from your own thing unless you hit it real big, which you're not always guaranteed to, especially if you die, you lose everything. So solos has been friendly. Teams is still just a cluster F. And did I tell you guys like some dude called me like a liberal?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like,
Retarded
what is
or
that?
something?
Like, what is that insult? Like, you have no idea of my political affiliation at all. So like, how are you insulting me with that? Like, it was so weird. But I got another one of those like very similar. It wasn't exact, but like, blah blah blah. Probably from a fucking blue state. And I was like, what? Like, where is this coming from?
Playing this game.
What is going? Is this an Arc Raiders or
yeah,
Fortnite?
this is Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders.
What is the clientele?
I don't know.
It's a lot of people playing this game, so it is a.
I mean, it might be because I am maybe potentially rage baiting them because like a lot of these dudes just go off on like it'll be trios like party up and it'll be one dude like going off on his own like he's a fucking Call of Duty bro, and I say it, I'm like, hey man, this isn't Call of Duty. You can't just go off on your own and like 1v3 people, and that's when like it's whatever.
Yeah.
And then I tell them to go back to Call of Duty, but
Oh, you probably are. Okay. And they probably were from Call of Duty. All right, Corey, what about you?
Yeah, just still playing a lot of the Star Wars card games. Not too much video games right now.
All right. Mike?
I've been all over the place. I have been playing Arc Raiders too.
Nice.
Which, it's been good. I've definitely a little less combat, but I'm playing, half solo, maybe probably 2/3 solo, and like every once in a while with my friends. And then I also fill with randos sometimes, and that's normally where most of the fights break out. But I'm trying to get over my hesitance to use anything because that's real in this game. I'm finally gunning for the bigger arcs, taking down leapers and stuff because you need that to level up a lot of your workbenches. So that's where I'm at, which is a good place to be, I think. Although, again, the greatest enemies are the people, because when you go arc hunting for something big, you got to watch your back all the time for people to either just try to steal the shit or just kill you and steal everything. So, so with that, I've been into Marvel Rivals. I've enjoyed Gambit, and now Rogue is in there. Rogue, I've played only a handful of games with her. At first, she feels really bad. Then you learn a little bit of what makes her work, and you can do okay with her. She's still pretty team reliant. Because she doesn't quite have the defensive capabilities that most Vanguards have. She really needs a healer, like up her ass, kind of. But she's a brawl tank, and it's interesting. We'll see how she goes as things go on. But unlike Daredevil and Gambit, who came out of the gate hot and like people would say overtuned, she is not. She's pretty tough to play as. But,
High learning curve with the character.
she's a 5. Yeah. She's the first 5-star, I believe, since launch. So
wow.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be sucky right now, and then like in a couple months, she's gonna be overpowered feeling.
And it's so crazy just to talk about online people real quick. Like the first game I got to play with Rogue, I literally said it in the chat. I was like, guys, first time Rogue, like just FYI, like don't expect much from me. And of course, at the end of the match, one of my teammates is flaming me like trash Rogue. I'm like, I told you it was my first match. I'm learning her. Like, what do you want from me? Like, get out of here. But go on.
Yeah. But I do enjoy the sort of synergy meta now, where we get like Rogue, Gambit, and Magneto in lots of these games because I play all of them. And
love triangle there, maybe.
A little bit. So that's fun. And then I've also played. Went through the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's final DLC, the Mysteria Ecclesiae or whatever.
Nice.
It's the there's a plague in a church and you're in the convent again, and look at this game. I've got like I think 200 hours on it for the year now. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So
your game of the year more than likely. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say it might be your pretty good game of the year.
Well, the other one
Marvel
I also touched the DLC on. I touched on the the DLC for Expedition 33. But that was hard. It's hard to go back into that game, like especially in the end game point. Like all my builds were made specifically to try to beat one boss, and it's all messed up and it's not how I remembered it. But the new area looks cool. We'll see if I feel quite like going into it some more. But right now, I just looked at it for a little and then left. It's too much. And then yes, I did finally do Cosmic Invasion with the local group of people. It was real fun. Again, there's not a whole lot more to it, and I found it interesting that a lot of the people who are new at it just they can't get the parry timing down for all the parry characters, which is interesting. Because it's not that strict, but it's weird to try to do, I guess, in a beat 'em up like this. And when there's four teams, possibly like you could also do assists, so you could throw like 8 heroes on screen and all the enemies. It is kind of chaotic to try to parry, but it's still fun. And I'm glad that we got a chance to play it. I'll probably try to get a few other local people to do it at some point, but definitely still best played local, but maybe with only 2 or 3 players. Full 4 is a little much for parries at least, but all good stuff though.
Cool. Yeah, that Terminator beat 'em up kind of side scroller came out, didn't it?
Yep.
Fate,
Dark Fate.
I think
I heard that was really good. Yeah, I want to play that too. I gotta play that.
Yeah.
So cool. All right, let's get into some gaming news because we got a bunch. Like I said, we had the Game Awards happen, so a lot of announcements, a lot of awards. But first things first, we had what do we have? A Silksong.
Our predictions
were
were bad.
revealed. Yeah, we did have that, but didn't we have like this whole like Silksong? Was there a free release? Was that today or was that?
It was this week, but
it came out though.
Oh, it was out. Okay.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it was out.
It wasn't right. What are we? I don't know what I'm talking about now. Then what are we talking about, Jim? What are you talking about?
Hollow Knight Silksong Sea of Sorrow revealed. They had that revealed today. I'm sorry, I'm reading Tony's thing.
They
Did
talked
Silksong
about
have a release today though?
At the Game Awards, they said something about it, didn't they? That they were going to.
Oh, was it then? I thought it was
before.
Today.
They're hammering away at the DLC, and so they weren't.
In an interview with Jason Schreier, they revealed they're still working on Silksong, which I believe we knew even before that. But today, like this week, yesterday, I think, or yesterday.
Yes.
They officially announced the DLC coming in 2026 for Silksong.
Got it. That's it.
That was separate from Game Awards. They didn't even show up. Jeff Keighley even made a comment that pissed off a lot of people by saying like, "Oh, see, you guys won something," and it's like, bro, like what? What are you talking about?
Like they're working on the game, and it's like they knew they weren't going to win most stuff. Is to take away from their development time.
Yeah, they're like we think this game deserves to win. We're not going to show up. Like we're not going to spend the money to travel across the world and not win. Like just we're working on our DLC. So fuck off, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, that's where we can get into the Game Awards with it, because we had a winner, a lot of awards for one winner. We'll get into that, but the Silksong stuff, DLC is 2026. You said coming out. Did they give it time like spring, or did they just say
no?
Okay.
They don't.
That's not their style.
It'll be 2 weeks before, and like, oh hey, a couple weeks, you guys can download this stuff.
Got it.
But it's cool to see. Happy that it will be 2026. Knock on wood, right? Like it's not Silksong went, but it's really cool. I mean, free up. Like the game is already $20 fucking. Like you don't get that kind of value in a lot of games these days. But $20 and then free DLC is great. Not every dev is in that position to just be able to give away more content for free that could extend the life sales of their game and give them a boost. They also revealed 7 million copies of Silksong have been sold already. So, and millions more played it on Game Pass, I think was their press statement. So, huge success by any metric we want to go by.
Yeah.
Unless you're Tomb Raider, which we'll talk about it as
well. Yeah, that's true. Well, their metric was way too high. Thank you, Square. So, all right. As we said, they had the Game Awards. And we will go over awards.
Or is this the last thing we're going to talk about? Because before we get into Game Wars, I did want to mention, speaking of arc raiders and extraction shooters, Bungie did release a buy-off for Marathon.
Oh, Marathon, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, Marathon. Yeah.
Got a new release.
And it just feels so late to the party. And like they're retooling everything. But it is coming out in March 2026. So it's like, how much did they retool since they were supposed to come out in September till now?
Not
But,
much. Not much.
I figured.
I did watch it,
Yeah.
and it does look like
I
it's
saw it,
trying to
yeah.
do something different than like the Arc Raiders thing, but also take a lot of the Arc Raiders. Like, hey, we saw Arc Raiders came out, and we need to do a lot of what they're doing, so let's do that, and then try to change it up a little bit. It seems a lot more focused on PvP from what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was
Most
thinking about
are.
that today.
Yeah.
But it always
And
draws my attention from
It
with their
looks
games.
a lot
but-
better. I will say,
Yeah.
it looks better than it did back when they were showing it off.
Do you have faith in Bungie though?
Me? No, I don't have any faith.
I was just
in it.
curious. No,
There's
no,
always
I'm just curious. And that goes to the entire podcast.
The
I'm just,
gunplay will be good.
It goes into the hope for Bungie. It goes always into that. Like it's like BioWare. You always have that hope that
Hopium?
maybe it could be.
You're sniffing the hopium. That's it.
Yeah, you could recapture that gore.
Like some
days.
people are sniffing the Star Wars hopium.
Yeah.
The thing that I think might bring people in, obviously, other than the Bungie name and stuff, is that it is an extraction shooter that's in first person. So it is different than what Arc Raiders is doing, obviously. But there's so many extraction shooters out there right now. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a crowded field.
You would hope that Bungie knows how to do gunplay.
But I don't think the gunplay is the biggest draw. Like if you ask me, Arc Raiders, I don't think their shooting is actually that great. Like
No, I agree, and that's what extraction shooters shouldn't be about that.
Yeah.
But this one looks like it is more focused on gunplay because most of the loot are mods for your guns, right? And there's like powers, right? So one of the things you can do is you can turn one of your guns into the Needler, apparently, and another one like when you kill someone, you go invisible. So like they're giving
you need a power to turn a gun into the Needler, which is a terrible weapon.
It's not a power, it's a mod. They can get loot that mod your weapon to do these things.
What game was the Needler ever good in?
Nobody ever wanted to use that.
Two, I think two it was really good. But...
Well,
if you dual wielded it, it was good. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
But no, it's it's one of those things. But they do look really plain, so we'll see.
I do not have high hopes for this game or Bungie.
Yeah. No.
When we get to the bold predictions,
it's also going to be it's going to be $40 too. So
that is hopefully a saving, and it's not just PS5 exclusive, right? It's launching on everything.
I don't think so, but I don't remember what they said in the Vidoc.
If it is just PS5 PC, forget it. I'm just saying that right now. Forget it.
Yeah. Okay. I can't disagree with you on that actually. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And Arc Raiders gonna have a big thing.
Oh, 100%.
Big content drop in March.
1,000,000%.
Absolutely. Let's go through the awards first, and then we'll go over the releases. So we have the Players' Voice Awards was Worthing Waves. That was the winner out of the category, which was one of the rare categories.
Democracy is a mistake.
This is the bullshit gotcha stuff and it really needs to be separated into its own category because like these companies promise, hey, if we win, we'll give everybody like free currency or a free whatever in the game. So all their players just go and vote, right? Because they want free stuff. Which I don't blame them, right? Like get your free bag, but like spin it off into its own thing. Like split, no DLC or no gas into its own category.
Yeah, absolutely.
That way you let those people compete against those like Genshin versus Wuthering Waves versus ZZZ and all that stuff. Like let them fight it out.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was like I said, it was one of the rare categories that Clair Obscur did not win. And also this one, most anticipated game, obviously can't win in this category, but Grand Theft Auto 6,
not surprising.
to no shock, won that category, most anticipated. Let's see. Do you want to do content creator? Was Moist Critical?
Who said he didn't even want to win? He was streaming at the same time, and he goes, "Oh, please don't let it be me." It was him.
He's the only one on this list who I actually know who he is. I don't even regularly watch him. He's the one I know. No.
Okay, I know that one at least, and I don't really watch streamers, so I didn't really. But anyways, best esport team was Team Vitality. Athlete was best esport athlete was Chavoy?
I have no idea.
Sure.
Anyways, all right. Best esports game was Counter-Strike 2. Games for Impact. The winner was South of Midnight. Microsoft won something. They won a category.
They did. Good for them.
South of Midnight, and they also won innovation in accessibility in Doom: The Dark Ages, which
That's great.
Yeah, not surprised. Then we get into the fun debut indie game. Winner Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And we will hear that name a lot more as I get through these awards. Community support was Baldur's Gate 3. Then they went into best adaptation, which was shows, movies from games, and the winner of that was Last of Us Season 2.
That's a bold choice.
I thought so.
With the other ones. Yeah.
I mean, Splinter Cell was really good. I have to say, like, it was really good. But, you know, Devil May Cry was also, but, you know.
They even had Devil May Cry announcement there, too.
Nope.
Yes, yeah.
With, like, the fans of those things were sort of mixed on all those other things, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think Last of Us fans were mixed over Last of Us, but, you know.
I think so. They're always. I mean, Last of Us 2 is very controversial, so always going to be. But let's go on. Best strategy sim game: Final Fantasy Tactics wins it. Fun. The remake, obviously, of the game. I'm happy to see that game back. That's a game I have as well that I have to get through. I have to play that. I have it. I haven't even really started it.
Same.
Yeah. Best racing game went to Mario Kart World.
Is it racing / sports game, or was it just?
It's best sports racing. Yeah, you're right. It's both.
Yeah. Wasn't I would have went for a rematch here. I was upset about that, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mario Kart World was pretty popular this year. Obviously, it's you know. Best RPG, Clair Obscur, of course, Expedition 33.
This is the one where Kingdom Come should have won.
But
this is the only category I played all the games in, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you played. That's right, you did. That's right, you played Monster Hunter. That's right, and you played Avowed.
Yeah.
So I never got to play Avowed, but I don't know if you can give if it's the best RPG, Mike. Then how does it not beat for of the year? You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm like I don't disagree with this.
Story is what elevates Expedition 33. But if you want to do like a bunch of systems sort of intertwining with a big world, you could say Kingdom Come is a bit better. So
yeah, I got you. Okay, I see what you're saying. Best ongoing is No Man's Sky, which I feel like has won a lot of the ongoing stuff.
Still going. I mean, that's impressive.
They took those insults to heart.
To heart.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean,
happy to see it.
Give that guy credit.
Yeah,
you're right there with them.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I feel like I hear about people liking this, but I don't know anyone who still plays this game.
I don't know anybody that plays it, but it's it definitely won the ongoing.
Games.
Yeah. Let's see. Best independent game, which I didn't. How is that different from indie?
Debut indie game versus.
One was
debut. That was debut. Right. So best independent was Clair Obscur.
I don't like these.
That beat
well, we can get into it later, but I don't like these for indie game.
Yeah. Clair Obscur, you don't like?
Well, I talked about it before. Maybe it was when you were on it, but like, the thing is, like, I wouldn't really call it like an indie game because they had, first of all, they had publisher funding. Second of all, they had a lot of government money from France to spend. I mean, right?
Definitely, but they never did a game before.
A lot of the people were from Ubisoft.
$1 million total.
Workers did, yes. What's that, Mike?
The budget, I think something came out that said it was under $10 million total though for it.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, indie games aren't. Most indie games are not reaching even $1 million, like let alone 10, right? So like, there's a lot of asterisks here where it's like, I guess by the loose definitions of the Game Awards, yes, technically it's an indie game, but I don't like it, and that's why I think it needs to be updated. Because, like, take for example, Bellatra last year, right? That is an indie game through and through. You cannot deny that,
right?
Like, Wonder is an indie game. Silksong, that is an indie game, 100%. That's 3 people. Like, Clair Obscur is like hundreds and hundreds of contractors from China and Korea and Indonesia.
Yeah. That's why I mean, like, Hades 2 is probably not in here either anymore then.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Yeah, it's an independent studio, I guess, is what they are putting their hat
on. Right. It is. Like, again, yes, it is an independent studio, but it's like, well, when you're getting money from France, when the CEO's father owns the property that their office is based out of, when you have a publisher, it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of help. It's like, and some rich kid is like, oh yeah, you see those articles where it's like, here's how I saved, all this money. It's like, and I own a house. It's like, oh, the parents gifted it to him. Oh, wow, cool, yeah. Like,
So do you want this category to be based just on budget?
Not budget, but like it needs to narrow. It definitely needs to be narrow.
Funded more.
Well, no, I mean because the thing is, indie. Like, so a lot of the people that worked on this game were people from Ubisoft that had lots of experience. Right. Like that is not necessarily indie.
But they're not working for Ubisoft now, so
they're working for an indie developer. So, but they did have a lot of people that were very experienced. I know that.
Right.
But that's great for them. They got the right team, and that's how the game turned out the way it did. But they did have a lot more funding. You're right than a normal indie.
Right,
game.
and
I guess
most
maybe
indie,
it should be
most indie games don't get to export a lot of the asset creation to another country to just be like, oh yeah, make us these assets, make us this, that, and the other thing. It's like, okay,
I mean,
that's
a good point. Like maybe the indie game should be budget based more than it is. Like if you have like barely $1 million budget, you're an indie developer,
right? Because even the original Reddit post. They were saying, because again, I'll give them credit that they found the writers and the musicians from Reddit, but other than that, most everybody had experience. But on the Reddit, they said seeking writer and or musician for AA game, like AA game.
Yeah.
If you're AA, you're not indie. I'm sorry, you're not indie.
So?
No.
I think he's right. You're not.
No,
AA means. Yeah, it's
not AAA.
That fine line between indie and non-indie, but let's move on. Let's see what else. What other winners we got?
Game Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. People love that.
Is that the only new game in that list?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not like a revival.
The collection was really good though. Best family game went to Donkey Kong Bonanza. Good for them to win that one.
Yeah, because everybody forgot that Astrobot won last year, and it's like, oh, we just make the Nintendo game platformer. Family game of the year.
Yeah. That's usually the way they go.
That is.
Like you said.
It is.
Best action adventure went to Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong.
I don't know how that's an action adventure, honestly, but whatever. That's not what I think of with an action adventure game.
I always thought it was just action adventure.
How is it not action adventure?
I don't.
With action adventure, I feel like it's more like, a 3D game where you're going around exploring.
So there's no 2D like action adventure games? That's what Metroid
agree with that.
games are.
Yeah, that's how they started.
I wouldn't call them action adventure games, but whatever.
What would you categorize them as though? Like just so I seriously, like what would you think? But that's not a category though.
That's like a fan-made genre.
Yeah.
That's why that's stuck in here then, I guess, Mike. So
okay.
There you go.
All right. Best action game went to Hades 2, which I haven't played yet. I want to play that game.
Questionable too, honestly.
Over Battlefield, Doom, Ninja Gaiden, and Shinobi.
I think Ninja Gaiden is the best action game. It's sort of a pure action game.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Best score in music went to Expedition 33. This is where they just start to run it. Best performance.
They won almost everything they were up for.
Yeah, almost. Best performance went to Jennifer English. Didn't she won last year and then of the year basically is her last game she did. Right? That was last year.
Huh?
She win like last year?
She didn't win, but she was in
the
last 3 games
the last 3 games of the year.
Not games of the year, but games that were nominated for games of the year.
Oh, nominated. I thought they were okay. I thought she won. So Jennifer English won finally her own. Yeah.
So she won she was in Elden Ring in that one, and she was in this, which one? And she was in another one.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3, right.
But Neil won that for that year.
Yeah.
No.
Personally.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But she won for best performance in Expedition 33. So she deserved that. That was great. Best narrative went to Expedition 33. Best multiplayer went to Ark.
That's undeniable, that one, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Best multiplayer went to Ark Raiders, as we've been talking about. Best game direction went to Expedition 33. Best audio went to Battlefield. That's kind of different. Oh, because of the
audio is ridiculous in that game.
Is it?
It's really good.
And then best art direction, Expedition 33, and of course, game of the year, Expedition 33. So it started to just sweep the categories, that game. Yeah, I mean, I give them credit. They flew their entire team out to the Game Awards. Yeah. It was funny because I was watching it, and I'm like, is the entire company there? Jesus. And then like
except
the one
for the
game
dog.
of the year, and they said, we flew everybody out here. Huh?
Except for the dog.
Oh, it's for the dog. Yeah.
Ronoko.
No dogs allowed.
No dogs allowed. But I even said it like watching it to my wife. I was like, "Is the entire team there?" Because it seems like they got everybody there. Because they're not a huge company. And then they said at the end, "We flew everybody out here." I'm like, okay, that's it."
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, and you're essentially. I mean, you're pretty sure you're winning a lot of awards.
I think if you're winning, they let you know.
They kind of give you a heads up.
People are there.
You're gonna
like because sometimes you win an award like one of the lesser I don't know non-game of the year like ultimate game of the year award, and they're just like it's a picture on the screen or something like that because it couldn't make it or whatever. But like that's never happened.
Send a message also or something.
There's never been
that with
what's
it called?
Okay.
Among Us.
So
they do a message.
Yeah.
Or something, a video message.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. That's the awards actually. There are obviously the other aspect of the Game Awards where you have a lot of announcements, a lot of games shown.
Premiere.
Yeah, world premieres of stuff. And
we were too optimistic with our predictions, I think.
Yeah, we definitely overshot a lot of them. But I would love to just kick this off with announcements, and I'm just gonna go in order. We don't have to cover all of them. But we can cover the ones we really want to cover. I gotta cover the Star Wars game. I have to. There's 2 Star Wars games to cover here. One's in existence, and the other one is Hopium, as we mentioned earlier in this podcast. The racer game I think looks really good. I think I was excited to see that game.
As soon as that came on, I was like, "Are they doing? That looks like a pod racer.
Is this pod racer?"
Yeah, I was like a little annoyed that they didn't full on show a pod racer or call it pod racer. It's just other shit
racers. Yeah.
But then they showed the guy, the Sobulba or whatever, from I think the pod racing. So
well, he's from Star Wars, the first episode.
Maybe pods will pop in later. It'll be like an unlockable or a secret thing in the game. I would be shocked if there was no pod racer in that game.
Yeah, no, there has to be.
It looked like a pod racer, one of them. That's why I was like, that's like a pod racer right there.
I see the arc anywhere. The lightning.
They really kept a mystery if it was a Star Wars game for a bit. And I was like, then I saw the starter story. I'm like, okay, it's a Star Wars game. It definitely is. But I thought it was at first. I'm like, this looks like pod racing. But yeah, that looks cool. But then they showed, was it Fate?
They go back to the beginning. The first thing they showed in the whole.
Yeah, Fate of the Republic, single player game being heads up right now by Casey Hudson.
The original KOTOR.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly. When I thought I was hoping for like Jedi 3 more than this one, because that game can come out, you know.
But KOTOR was so good, like you always want to see that come back. Right. But like this doesn't exist. Like this, I'm sorry, this doesn't exist. They cut me a slice of Hopium. That's all I did. As a Star Wars fan, they gave me this little bit to get me excited, and then we talk about the game. Jason Schreier reporting that it's not going to be out till like 2030. The guy is been around for a long time. Like he doesn't just throw out news that's not entirely. He's heard it from somebody, and Casey Hudson then did come on record saying it out before then, but like,
and that's the part where
I'm saying the Jason Schreier sources.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I was whatever. It's like okay, I know that's clearly not coming out anytime soon. But then when Jason Schreier said it, so like, and Jason Schreier even said like, look, I'm not reporting this. It's just I know how AAA game development goes. You're not seeing that in. Like my studio that got stood up this year, right? Like earlier this year, not like a known existing studio. It just got stood up. So it's like the likelihood of that coming in less than 5 years is close to zero, right? If not absolute zero. But then when Casey Hudson was like, no, you're going to see it sooner than that. I was like, shut the fuck up, Casey Hudson. Like, you're such a fucking piece of shit. And like, honestly, I hope he hears that somehow through the grapevine because... Fuck this. No. You guys laugh, but every single time he gets on a project, whether it's Bioware or his own shit, he loves to just talk this shit up and just flat out lie. Like, we gave Sean Murray shit for the fucking No Man's Sky. At least he made good on that. Right? That game is amazing now, apparently. Right? But Casey Hudson has never delivered after, like, the KOTOR stuff. Everything with Mass Effect has been terrible.
Dragon Age after Mass Effect 3. After Mass Effect 3, it's been bad. Mass Effect,
I would say Mass Effect 3. I know you do. I know you do. But you cannot deny. We're not going to just have A, B, and C endings. And what do we have at the end? A, B, and C endings.
Red, blue, green. Red, blue, green.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, then you look at what happened. Oh, he left BioWare. He comes back to BioWare. Dragon Age.
I will say, seeing his name at the end did not instill hope in
right.
my
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, like Jeff said his name like it's supposed to mean something. I'm like, dude, your fucking name means nothing anymore. Because he was the original KOTOR guy. That's sure,
fine.
I know. I get, but like, who?
People care. People want, like, they want to know. Oh, we're getting KOTOR.
Yeah,
back,
those people
are
not sniffing
from the same
hopium.
People that did.
They're sniffing hopium, and I'm here to just
frustrate
like,
people. Say, oh, hey, we're gonna make a new Arkham game with the original Rocksteady guys. Like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to help you guys get over this and realize.
I listen. You've already helped me. I already know. I already know the magic. I already know how the sausage is made. Like, I get it. Like, I understand this. I understand what they're giving me here. I get it. But I will fully admit that for that brief moment during this clip, I was super excited until all of our conversations came back to my brain where I'm like, okay, this doesn't exist. I know this already. And, it sucks. But, like, I hope it's good, but it sucks.
Yeah. So hold on. I want to finish my timeline. So he leaves BioWare, Dragon Age, whatever, what was it? Veil?
No.
Yeah, whatever the new one was.
No, it was the other one.
The new one, right?
Yeah, Dragon Veil, or was it Veil? Something Veil.
Inquisition?
No, not Inquisition. Veil, was it?
Veil Fate? I don't know. No, that's not Veil.
Whatever the last one was, last year. The one that fucking came out last year.
The one last year. Yeah.
Veilguard.
He
was involved in that?
Yes, because he left initially, then came back to, like, help it along. You can even find a tweet of his goes where, like, Jason Schreier was reporting that it was a live service game. Remember that? Because at some point it was a live service game. He goes, No. It's not a live service game like you guys are thinking about. It's a live service game as in we can continue to develop stories for the game after, the first year and stuff like that. It's like, dude, why do you fucking just tell these blatant-ass lies that you will definitely be proven wrong at the end of it, right? Then he leaves BioWare again, forms up his other studio that looks like it's making everything in name Mass Effect, right? Ooh, like space, spooky. Ooh, like, who knows what's going to happen here? 3 years in there, doesn't get funding, studio shuts down. Nothing to show for it at all. And all of a sudden, now he comes out of the blue.
I think he intended that.
I'm not saying he intended it, but I'm just saying that is the fact of the matter. That is the fact of the matter here.
Like, right? Facts here. He's not.
I don't know if I would call him a piece of shit for it.
I could call him a piece of shit. I could call him a piece of shit for multiple reasons. Like his studio not getting funded. I mean, he had to let people go. I think those people probably think he's a piece of shit, but I digress. Anyway, the studio gets stood up. He doesn't name the studio. He doesn't name the publisher. We're just supposed to see the CGI sequence, like, again, give me Star Wars 1313 vibes. We all remember how that one turned out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most
so,
Star
like,
Wars games
you take Casey Hudson, who's a known liar and cannot deliver on games ever since Mass Effect 3, and you mix it with Star Wars, who Disney cancels games on a whim, it seems, right?
Star Wars games die so fast.
Right.
Yeah,
like how many of Amy Hennig's Star Wars games have gotten canceled? 2? 3?
3?
Something like that, right?
Maybe 3? Yeah.
And she has a better track record than fucking Casey Hudson. I'm sorry. So, like, what? You were supposed to combine these two shitty things and somehow it's not going to be shitty? I'm sorry. I don't believe it.
I can't argue.
This time he's worried about his own mortality, so it means something this time.
Yeah, because he knows he's a piece of shit. This is probably going to be his last fucking game, so yeah, I would be worried too.
That said, I was upset when this wasn't Cal. I'm like, this is something else.
They gotta give us other Star Wars
games. That game's gonna come out.
I mean, if it is an Old Republic game, I'm excited to go back to that era at least.
Yeah, it will be. If it ever makes the light of day. So, let's see
we could have another long running bet. We could have another long running bet. We don't have one anymore.
I will not bet on this because I know
5-year bet.
It's Star Wars. It is Casey. I don't. You make all the points I know. Like, I know. You're telling me what I already know, and unfortunately, it's way more accurate than me believing.
You know it to be true.
It's gonna come out. Yeah, I know. It sucks, but let's see. There's a new Divinity game. That was what that weird statue was, which we mentioned last week. Very gory trailer, I have to say, for me.
Yeah. So there's some drama about that today, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Really.
So Jason Schreier came out with an interview, and in it, he's interviewing Sven, who's the CEO and director of this game plus Baldur's Gate 3. Mm-hmm. And basically, he admitted that, we're using generative AI for blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. And he starts off just PowerPoint presentations, emails, that kind of stuff. But he drops, we're doing it for what is it? Concept art too.
Oh,
and like
really?
That's like, yeah, exactly. Everybody's like, what? Like, question mark?
So
Giant question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So that article and tweet from Jason Schreier took off everywhere to the point that IGN ran a story with another quote to like get ahead of it, I guess, or something. But then Sven himself tweeted out like, and he even cursed. He's like, holy fuck, guys. Like, I'm not talking about, blah, blah. Like, nothing will make it into the final game. That's AI. Like, we're not firing artists, blah, blah, blah. And he's, like, defending his AI. But it's like, nah, like, dude, you're not saying anything that anybody wants to hear right now.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of haters right now of Larian. And it's, like, so crazy to see. That's just in one day. Like, literally less than a week from their last game announcement to, like, oh, you just like created a PR disaster for yourself by mentioning generative AI.
Like even if you're just using it for concepts, like concept art, like just don't mention it. Just keep it quiet. Like if you're gonna, as long as you're hiring artists to do this, that's fine if that's your plan. But like you screw this up by mentioning it. Like just don't mention it. But then the weird part is, yeah. Let's see. Capcom finally confirms Leon Action Hero Kennedy is in Resident Evil Requiem.
Yep.
And he's playing the action part of the game. So there'll be two parts of this game. The story for who's the other character again? The name of her?
Grace, I think is her name.
Grace, yeah, I think that sounds right. So you have more of a horror suspense game with Grace, then you have an action game with Leon S. Kennedy, but I call him Action Hero Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not like I thought this was already announced that he was in the game, but I guess it was confirmed.
It was like the worst kept secret.
Not confirmed.
Because I think I reported on a rumor like months ago at the first reveal.
I think there was some leaks and stuff that might have
hinted
very strongly.
Yeah. But I swear like I'd seen it before, so yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah, and they mentioned in a follow-up interview that they wanted to go back to the horror roots because the game got very actiony and stuff.
Yeah,
which isn't bad because that's how the series exploded. But at the same time, they recognized that their most loyal, long-term fans wanted like a return to the horror roots. And I think when we saw the sales of RE2 Remake, RE3 Remake, so on and so forth, it's like, okay, yeah, probably should appeal to that. So, and they talked about how like Leon has been through so much shit. It's like nothing is going to scare Leon these days, right? So like, you need a new protagonist. You need a new character that hasn't been exposed to like decades of horrific shit. And
he's seen everything.
Right. He's seen everything. Where he's just going to make a joke about it, whereas like Grace is going to be like, oh my God, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, right?
Yeah.
So that's a cool direction. Really hopeful for the game. Keeps looking good, and I mean, Capcom has been on a roll. So
how far they've come.
How far they've come.
Unbelievable.
From the Capcom days.
Yeah, we had some episodes.
Speaking of that, I mean, you can go right into it. They showed off Mega Man.
Mega Man
as well, I should say.
I am excited for Mega Man. They look great.
Yeah.
Look really, and they really wanted to show a slice of the gameplay, which was good on them.
Yeah.
Because it shows the game does exist, and that's huge. They've been working on the game. We don't have a release date at all.
They said 2027 actually. They did. Yeah. Which is crazy because it's like over a year away, but whatever. It's better to know that it's in existence rather than not. And no, Capcom is doing great.
Yeah, but it's only a year. Like it's not 5.
Right. It's right. Exactly. It's not like. Well, it's not like this might be out by 2030. It's like, hey,
this game might exist. Wait, we definitely didn't just cut a trailer for you.
Right. Wait one more year. But Capcom is awesome because like not only are they revisiting this. Last year we got the Okami trailer, which was huge for fans of that.
Yeah.
But that Pragmata game actually looks cool to me. I downloaded the demo. I haven't had a chance to play it, but just cool. Messing around with IP, like new and old IPs, because they've recognized they're like, we don't want to just be the RE and Monster Hunter company, right? Because they're like, we're in danger of that. And again, we mentioned that with studios like Blizzard, when WoW got popular, it's like the whole company had to be just on World of Warcraft, and just how like Destiny took off, all Bungie, had to be on that. So it's just like, you got to make sure that you can support your other developers making other games and not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
So
definitely. So cool. Crystal Dynamics was there and showed us not just one but two
I did not expect two Tomb Raider games. I expected one.
I did expect one. Kind of heard about it.
If these come out around when they're trying, this is some good planning for once.
I mean, Tomb Raider 1 reimagining, 2026. and then an all-new Tomb Raider game, Catalyst, 2027. I don't know if that's going to be 2027. I could see the first game coming out next year, but all new design sort of for Lara Croft. Yeah, not all new design, classic design, updated.
Supposedly, it's a mix between like the original and the newer ones.
I mean, I didn't mind. Like I said, I like the newer games, so I like the new design they had for her. But she wasn't really. She wasn't really.
My blind spot. I've never played any Tomb Raider game in my life.
I like the remakes they did. But she definitely wasn't gun focused on those new games though. She was very much of that hook thing that I was using to kill like so many people with. So she became a murderer so fast in that game.
Well, she was so sad about the first one. I was like, oh, okay. And then like after that, it's like, all right, well, first one's out of the way. Like I could just become a murderer hobo now.
She went from like a scared, like in trouble person to a murderer like so fast in those games. But this series obviously is going to be more. They said the guns are kind of coming back, the dual wielding guns, so that's kind of big. So we'll see.
So they are. Looked like it.
Yeah.
The character model.
We saw it did. Yeah. The official reveal trailers.
It was a little. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say off-putting because that's not the right word. Jarring is probably the better word because like I'm so used to her like recent design from like the Square Enix days that like seeing a newer version of her like more traditional classic outfit, I was just like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like it's just like it's old but it's new, like almost like kind of an uncanny valley almost thing. Like whereas like, oh, I recognize this as the old design, but it's like the new-ish in some.
It is mixed with it.
I was like, this looks like somebody's cosplaying.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like again, it's not bad or anything, but I'm like, oh, I have to get used to this.
Yes, yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully that second game does come out in 2027 and they nail it. We also got Control Resonant announced coming from Remedy in 2026. A true follow-up to Control. It's a sequel. Basically, her brother, right? Her brother is the main character of this one. This is an action RPG, right?
Okay. Yeah, this is interesting because it looks melee focused, which is again a totally new thing for Remedy.
Yes.
Because obviously, if you remember the first Control, it was, a lot of telekinesis and shooting guns. This time, it looks like you're hitting with sticks or whatever you can form in your hands. So quite a big difference. I do kind of hope we get a little of Jessie back in this and some of her abilities because I don't know. I felt like
he might have. He's got the similar ideas here, though.
Maybe, but I just felt like Control's like combat was very unique, and if we're just hitting people with stuff, it doesn't feel as unique to me. But we'll see how it plays. Obviously, I'm excited about this. I'm a deep Remedy head now, so.
See, there will be. Listen, Mike. If it's an action RPG, there will be abilities built into this. He's not just swinging sticks because that's just a beat 'em up. This is an action RPG. So, let's see what else we got. Returnal successor, Sorrows. That was shown April 30th, 2026. I had no idea that was a Returnal follow-up. Actually, now I think about it. I watched it. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
It's not officially a sequel or anything. It's just, the next game by those people, I think.
Yeah. A follow-up to it.
Mark,
Mark, yes.
We got Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. I'm excited for this game. May 29th, 2026. They got a release date for it.
Yeah, you got a Batman game.
Dude, it looks good.
I just played.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I just played another I guess Lego Batman 3 or whatever, and I still hate these Lego games.
This is it. This is like Arkham.
I don't have any. I don't believe it. I have low expectations for this, honestly.
I really think it looks a lot like it's going to play like Arkham. It really does. So I don't know why.
They're trying to make it look like that, but I just don't believe it.
No, I do think I remember a rumor. I forget if it was Schreier or somebody else saying something vague about like, oh, when like what was it? Suicide Squad was like looking to be a dud and whatnot. Somebody's like, yep, there is a Batman game in the works that is going to appeal to the Arkham heads or whatever, I think was the terminology. But it's going to be polarizing, and they left it like that, and it's like, we know.
Here we are.
There we are. So we'll see. Let's see. Phantom Blade Zero has a release date, September 9th, 2026. Pretty far out. That's
cool though.
It had a showcase debut 2.5 years ago, so it's been in development for. It's probably a 5-year development thing at this point. It does look cool. Definitely does look cool. The Pragmata game that Tony just mentioned before, with a demo that's out for Switch 2. They showed a trailer for that.
Well, it's for everything, but they announced Switch. It was also coming to Switch 2 at this show.
Coming to Switch 2. And I'm sorry, it's everything, but it's officially coming out on April 24th of next year. Like I said, the demo's out. We got kind of looks like Yakuza game, Gang of Dragon, shown, which we'll see what that's going to be like. Studios?
So it's from the guy who was like the co-founder basically of Yakuza.
Nagashi.
He left a year or two ago to do his own thing, and this is his own thing. The first thing
this is it.
He's funded by NetEase, and I think he lost some money too. So I'm a little worried about the funding for this game, but it looks
cool, but yeah.
I didn't know this was like a real actor, so it just looks like thick Yakuza to me. But I wasn't familiar with this guy.
He's a real actor. Yeah,
apparently he's like a big deal.
Yeah, no, he's so the nice thing is he's actually, I believe, Korean, but he can speak Japanese and is actually pretty prominent in the Japanese movie industry. And I mean, it was also in Marvel's Eternals.
Yeah.
So
that's where I know him from. Yes,
well, you also,
I've seen him.
You've seen Train to Busan, right?
Yes.
He was the tough guy.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the tough guy.
He's got like a new movie coming out that's in the Extraction universe. Also.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, really? Cool.
But
he's been very good in what I've seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the game here. I'm guessing it's going to play like a Yakuza game.
So the thing is, I definitely do think it's very obviously like Yakuza-esque. Don't get me wrong, but
I can't believe they put it in the same location.
Yeah,
like that's ball.
It's like this isn't
not it's probably like the real location,
but it's like
place that's bit like what's it? It's Kabuchinko or something. It's like I can't say it.
Kamurocho or something.
Something similar, but it's a real place, and then they change it to Cam. Whatever. I can't say both now, but
but there are some hints.
It's the same idea.
There are some hints of the UI and cutscene that we saw where it involved like a car and like some gunplay. So Yakuza games, to my knowledge, I've only played 2, but I don't think there's gunplay in those. And I don't.
There's like a sequence in like one of them.
Okay, but to me, this gives me strong vibes. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was PS3 gen, Xbox 360 gen game, Sleeping Dogs.
Oh yeah,
I heard about that. Honestly, that's something I may go back and play because I'm into Yakuza so much now.
Yeah.
I haven't played it ever.
Yeah. I mean, the game's super cheap and I think super playable on modern systems. So I think I have it actually. I have one of those games.
I definitely have it because I started that game a while ago.
Yeah.
Like back when it was. I think it was like on sale for like $10 or something.
Right, exactly.
So
for Sleeping Dogs is for people who don't know, it was like kind of like a twist on the GTA thing where it was a bit more serious, but it started a detective trying to hunt down like Yakuza or Yakuza
and it was
adjacent.
a Chinese
triad then I guess
triad
but it was really I think there's even a movie or series.
Well, there was going to be a movie.
Oh, there was.
Yeah. They wanted to make a movie, but like it had a lot of big name voice actors.
Yeah. I remember that part.
Like I think Lucy Liu or
Lucy
like
Liu
Michael Madsen or something.
So if they go for that angle, that'd be really cool because that would be a way of like you get the Yakuza, right? Because I'm sure he wants to rely on his Yakuza fans over 20 years, right? But it'd be like, hey, this is the thing that separates us from Yakuza 2. Like, high hopes, right? A new IP, new director.
Probably, I'm guessing it'll be a little more serious. That's just how
it called?
It feels. Oh,
this
it's called Gang of Dragon.
Gang of Dragon. Gang of Dragon.
Yeah. There's a lot of Yakuza like reference in everything we've seen so far, but pretty funny.
All right. So then we also have Warlock with Trisha Helfer, Dungeons and Dragons game, new single player game coming out. So she was on stage to introduce this. As I think were there two?
It's like Warlock or something, right, or whatever.
It's Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's called.
Yeah.
So that'll be way out. I don't even know that it really exists as well yet, but we'll see. Sega's big game was Total War.
Warhammer 40K.
Right?
Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer 40K. which I
mean, that is a big get for
played
them.
the Total War games.
That is a popular IP, so
it's big.
I can see them.
And yeah, Total War has always been huge. So yeah, it's
that was
it
like
looks amazing.
But,
if I was into
it does look cool.
Game, I was like, oh
yeah.
crap.
But at some point, when Sonic was floundering before Yakuza hit it big internationally, Total War was one of the very few extremely profitable franchises. I think that
sold. Yeah,
Football Club Manager or something like that.
Like
it was those two games that was floating the whole company for a while. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Total War sold. I couldn't believe that when I found out that was the best-selling Sega game out there for a while.
Yeah.
That series. I'm sorry, series.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was shocked to hear that. But yeah, so this was big for them. We also had a new game coming from.
David Harbour came out to announce that one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. We have the Bad Robots, J.J. Abrams, and Left 4 Dead creator Mike Booth announcing 4 Loop, new sci-fi co-op shooter coming from them. Players will need to work together. What do you guys think? What do you think of 4 Loop? I didn't like it.
I want to be hopeful, but I've been hurt too many times after what was it? Evolve and Back for Blood.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have room for that right now.
Yeah. I would love for it to be good. I would love,
yeah.
But I just don't have high hopes.
Let's
find
see.
that magic.
We got 007 First Light. Lenny Kravitz is joining that.
Yeah, that was
Odd choice, but at least
odd choice. We got
cameos from a real celebrity. That's
it's fine.
In keeping with the cinematic nature of what they're going for, I guess. He sounded like shit when we just heard his voice talking. I did not like that performance from him, but whatever.
We'll see. Let's see. Marvel Rivals Season 6 trailer confirms Deadpool, next playable character.
So Deadpool.
I'm surprised it took him this long to get here, honestly. He's been teased since Wolverine was the last main roster character shown.
Yeah.
But,
if aside from Deadpool, they did tease that Elsa Bloodstone was probably going to be the other character of the season, and that I think is cool because that's like another deep cut, like tier 3 popularity character. That's like, oh, nice. That hopefully is something cool. Because
still waiting on Cyclops.
I'm still waiting on Cyclops too. Like that'll probably be the season after because he got sucked into the chrono time whatever device.
Yes, so.
Yep. Let's see. Neo, is it Neo? Neo? How do you say it? Is Neo 3?
Neo.
Neo?
Neo?
3?
Neo.
Yeah, Neo.
Yeah.
Neo 3. Coming February 6th. They gave a new trailer with Samurai and Ninja Combat. This looks pretty cool. But I know that these games are pretty difficult games, so we'll see about that.
Yeah.
What else we got on this list? Anything else you guys...
I know there's
really
2
liked?
games. I don't remember either other names. 2 games that look like very... there's a game that looks almost exactly like Mass Effect, and then there's a game that looks almost exactly like Cyberpunk 2077. What are those 2
the
games?
Cyberpunk game was...
It was a racing game.
Just had
it was
that
called like Streamers or Streakers or something weird, but
called No Law?
oh,
was like
Both of them have star guys with
That's the Ascent
guys
developer.
with mustaches. Yeah.
Yeah, that's called
No Law.
Called No Law. Yeah.
No Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, next game
Very
from the
Cyberpunk.
developer No Law. No Law from the Ascent group. That looks like Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So.
And then there's the other one that's very Mass Effect-y.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about with that. That could be Warframe, but that's been out for a while.
No. It's another guy with a mustache who has the only one with the powers to do stuff in space magic.
Solasta 2? I don't know.
I think it was a sequel.
I don't know. We had a Hitman trailer, didn't we? We had
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich there.
Elusive target.
Mila.
What was up with her at the award show? She seemed like she was under the influence of something while she was there.
She might have been.
Probably.
I mean, she came on late, so she wasn't not doing anything like during the whole time. She's probably doing something.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Any other game trailers you guys were really impressed with? I think I went over the big guys. I mean, there was some other. There was an animated game.
The last thing that they showed
looked
was kind of like eh.
Oh my god!
What was that?
That was
something guard.
This is
High
the
Guard.
High Guard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not
High Guard.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
High Guard.
Yeah. Quite possibly the worst and one more thing they've done.
No.
I think the Fast and Furious still takes the cake, but this is probably
No, that's right. I forgot that was that. Then I forgot that was the last thing they showed. But
this is the second worst though, for sure.
This is pretty bad. Yeah.
Pedigree too for what like I was expecting to see, and then what they showed. I'm like, what are we watching right now?
I don't know how.
So basically,
good.
So basically, it's a hero shooter, but it's like fantasy, but not setting where it's like medieval, but you got powers and you're on a horse, and I don't know. Yeah,
I just don't know.
Your horse is like your sparrow in Destiny. You can just spawn it.
I thought, because I know I've said this, right? Where by the time a game hits and gets really popular, and all these other companies like, oh shit, we need Fortnite. Oh, we need an Overwatch, right? Yeah, it's usually about 5 years, right? So like when Overwatch hit in what was that, 2016, right? I think
somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's around there.
Yeah,
5 years, 2017,
right?
somewhere
2021,
there. Yeah.
Even 2022, I could see them come out. But like, it's the end of 2025, on the cusp of 2026, and you're releasing a hero shooter. What the fuck are you doing?
Is it though? Like that's the thing. I don't even know what this thing is. It didn't tell me anything, and it's supposed to come out like early next year.
It just looks like a hero shooter. It smells like a hero shooter. Like it's a hero shooter. I don't care if they're like it's not confused. A hero shooter.
It definitely did not look good. I mean, as far as what they showed, but I was confused. Like there was no narrative to what they were showing.
I mean, it definitely looks. I mean, I don't know.
The character designs were weak.
PvP raid shooter, they're calling it.
Sure.
That's from. I mean, it is from the Titanfall group, but.
I love Titanfall.
I think you're right.
Titanfall to this generic fantasy-looking garbage. It's like,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
I get it.
But we're gonna be a little shallow here. That game looked like shit.
Yeah.
It looked like it should be on like the bargain bin Steam sale.
Yeah.
It is coming out January 26th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really soon.
There's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time.
Like, this was that game I was talking about.
I don't remember.
Keely loved it though. He was like, "Oh, this game's."
Keely loves anything that he gets a world premiere because he's fucking getting paid for it. So fuck him. Fuck Jeff too.
Yep.
Fuck him.
Oh. Jeff Keely. Hey, listen, I thought overall the game.
At least we know now that he fucked Miss Piggy.
Yes.
That's why Kojima was so upset. That's why he was upset that one
couldn't go on stage. Actually, honestly, like as a show, it was kind of better than I expected. The opening was good. The music was good.
Yeah.
The Muppets were relatively restrained, and their song was actually okay.
Yeah.
But
I thought this was a great awards show. I like the Game Awards this time.
As far as what was revealed and some of the voting stuff, it was.
No, but overall, I thought it was a really good awards show. Like I thought it was good with that. And the premieres were. Yes, I thought it was really well done.
It's boring.
Listen, they've had some bad shows.
No, for sure.
I feel like
it's
this
not
was
a bad show.
Yeah.
It was boring though because I just think like we all knew Claire was just gonna sweep everything to the point where I'm just kind of wondering if like we need to be more granular with things because like saying like best art direction or best action like whatever it just seems like too broad where it's like when you have again and I've said that last week or 2 weeks ago where it's like this is the industry darling, right? Like from both a critic perspective and a fan perspective, like everybody was just on Activision 33. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Can we like, what can we do about more variety in terms of like, maybe you win these awards, but like, kind of like what Mike was saying, like if you win Game of the Year, like should you also win the RPG of the Year? Like, it's almost like you're double dipping. In a way, I could see that argument anyway. Like I'm not. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird to me, but like every time Claire Obscura, I was like, "Yep, Claire Obscura, Claire Obscura, Claire Obscura." Yep. And I love Claire Obscura. Don't get me wrong. I was one of the first people that was like, "Hell yeah, Claire Obscura! You guys need to play this shit."
Yeah.
But like,
no, like, I think for the most part it is deserved, but I do think it won in everything it was in except sound maybe.
Sound
and what was the other thing? There was one other thing.
Player voting.
Oh, the player. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
The player voice.
Count.
So. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do think having a variety does make it more interesting, but like you said, we all knew this was going to win Game of the Year.
Mess around with their categories a little bit, try to make them a little more precise. I think.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah. All right. Anything else? We're good. I think that's about it. So it's gonna wrap up this Gamecast episode. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Once again, we are live Twitch Tuesday nights. We start at 8:00. Please join us. If you can't, YouTube's got all this content, so be sure to subscribe so you know when we post. We will see you guys next week. We are out.